What's up, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Hunt for the Decepticons, Voyager class, Optimus Prime. And for an Optimus Prime, I'm going to go out and say that this is the definitive version of Optimus Prime that I think I will ever get. This is like Prime, He actually uses actual truck parts for the actual robot mode. It's not just full of panels that would just form the sides and front of the truck. It's actually the front of like the windshield of the truck and the actual arm panels. I mean, yeah, the Studio Series did utilize the arm panels to be the hood of the truck for some reason. I don't know, but this guy is not like this. The whole feet section, the foot section, actually forms the front of the truck. It's not like the Studio Series where it's like it's just on the feet are just plastered on the back to become the trailer hitch. This is actually kind of integrated into the transformation, which I love. Now, he goes without his I don't know how to say it, but he has his problems. For some reason he has this weird bronzish kind of yellow mustard kind of color, and I'm completely fine with it. I'm completely fine with it. After all, it kind of gives him some sort of battle damage kind of look. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the forest battle where he has like yellowing parts. But like, I mean, if you have some sort of paint or like gunmetal paint anywhere, and if you have any, you can just touch him up. Paint these bronzish kind of colors into like silver, gunmetal gray, or even black. I mean, black works. Now, I'm just in awe because I actually used to own this guy a long time ago. He broke, and then until he was gone, reduced to atoms, and now here he is. Now, for size comparisons. Now, we are gonna do this because it's pretty important since he is, an old Voyager. Now, here he is with Megatron. And, comparing him to Megatron is just... I mean, like, this was my definitive version of Prime through the ages. Like, even when I was a kid, I loved this Prime. I would go back from school and just go back to home and just play with Optimus already. And these two together, it's just a dream come true. Seeing these two brawl out in Revenge of the Fallen in the forest battle just amazed me, He deploys his swords and just goes like, "You'll never stop at one. I'll take you all on," and stuff like that. And it's beautiful. Now let's take Megatron away and let's compare him to some sort of, a basic Decepticon. Let's go with Soundwave. Why not? Now, Soundwave is particularly small, deluxe, understandable. Now, this is what I'm interested in, is because I have the original Voyager class Optimus Prime. I just reviewed it quite recently, and here he is. Now, this guy is just, I mean, he's nice, for what it is. It's bad, but it's charming in a way. I still love this guy, as a truck and as a figure. He's still pretty solid. I like the details. But this guy, he just improves leaps and bounds, I mean, at least this guy retains the wheels and stuff like that. He actually looks like the robot mode in the movie. This guy also looks like it in the movie. So, it's fun. These two are fun, so why not, Now, here's my my custom, the one with the Studio Series, let's call it the Studio Series one, the Dark of the Moon one. Sure, why not? Now, here he is with the Dark of the Moon version, and as you can see, this guy just has a bit more muted colors, because, like, he's kind of Dark of the Moon, like the moon kind of theme, I'm still liking the colors, to be honest, but, in terms of proportionally, this guy, I mean, is better, since, he doesn't transform. He's mostly a customized, articulated figure. This one actually turns into a truck, so he has duties to fulfill. This guy's just kind of a figure that you can pose around. So yeah, that's nice as it is. Now let's get some Autobots. Why not? Let's put in our good friend Sideswipe, sure, from the same series. I think this is from Hunt for the Decepticons as well. This is Hunt for the Decepticons sidearm Sideswipe. And there you have Sideswipe at the back. I don't have Jazz with me. He's somewhere. Just not gonna take him out of the cabinet because not in the mood. But here he is with Bumblebee, good friend. Bumblebee, bee. Here he is with Ratchet. Now I do have the Voyager Ironhide. Okay, now the Voyager Ironhide is taller than the Studio Series version. Now this is actually pretty much just the Dark of the Moon with better proportions. It just kind of did some modification, and now that actually looks better. Because if you put Ironhide with Prime, I mean, yeah, Ironhide is still shorter than Prime, this Studio Series one, but the Studio Series one is like just as tall as him, almost as tall as him. So to see that Prime towering over the Autobots is just better to see, you know, getting these Autobots in shot, and that is nice, you know, like that's just like I'm still shocked. I'm like amazed because this Prime has been my dream. I have loved this Prime ever since I was a kid, and he broke, and now I got him back. Now, features. He does come with the swords. The swords are kind of the thing. The battle blades, of course. Battle blades, hence the name. So that's pretty cool. He also has smokestack guns, which are not actually smokestacks, like not air filters as well, just kind of smoke tanks. Now these tanks form guns. The guns just kind of hold there, kind of holds that. He can do the the scene, or like the shootout scene where he was in the factory with the Decepticons. You know, could go like that. Pew 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 pew, pew 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 pew. I know it's kind of like an MGO thing, but whatever. So flip these back in and attach it to his back. Now we'll attach it later when we go into truck mode, so why not? He also has the Matrix, which is kind of a pain since everything is so put together nice and solidly, but we're gonna open these sections up. Why not? There you go. And there you go. Now that opens, and that opens. Now that is where the Matrix goes. Now the Matrix just pops off usually. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that it could have been executed a lot better. But to see this, like, this is actually like the leader class Revenge of the Fallen Prime, you know, just kind of shrunken down into a Voyager scale. So to see this in a Voyager Prime is actually kind of mind-blowing. That is pretty cool. And I got the Matrix of leadership inside of Optimus Prime. So that is still pretty cool. Like that. Now you can plug that back in. So, but I'm gonna remove that since that is not pretty good. For articulation, you know, I'm just gonna keep the chest like that since we're gonna go into truck mode later. He does have a swivel at the head, so he can kind of look up and down if you untab that gray section. And he has some sort of hinge here if you don't lock that in. He also has rotation at the arm, outward movement, and bicep swivels. An elbow bend. Yep, he does have an elbow bend, of course. No wrist swivel, which is sad. I mean, it's a separate part, but it's not. It doesn't move that much, you know. It's mostly just like that, just or hinge, you know. No waist swivel, sadly, but you know, due to how everything kind of forms, it's pretty worth it. He can kick. He could move back that far. You could kind of do the splits, but the crotch section will separate. And you have the thigh swivel if you untab these wheel sections. A knee bend, and kind of a weird hinge here, mostly for the transformation. But you got that, you know, you can utilize that if you want. You have a hinge here for up and down movement at the feet, and hinge at the ankle, so you can do pivots. Can kind of have a toe bend, but it's more for the transformation, I guess. Now, I mean, he's already like that. Why not? Let's transform. Now to transform this guy, this is pretty this is pretty complex for a Voyager class, but it's fiddly, but it's at least it's fun, you know. So you can open the section and close that. Open, close, like that. Now you have a tab here, and you want it to tab into the grill sections, just like that. Hinge down, you want to tab into the grills. Open that, like so. you want to make the legs like leader class size. Untab that. And with here on this stage, you could kind of just bring it together. You know, because it's gonna be a pain to bring it together when you already have all of these transformed up. Now you can extend the okay, nothing. You can extend this section now. I think we already did. Yep, there you go. And then there's another hinge here that will untab right there. As you can see, there's a tab and a slot. We can open these back fenders. I'm not sure what you call them, but there's something. They're like, they're not mud flaps. So there's a fenders. I'm just gonna call them fenders. Now you do have a tab here and a slot inside the wheels. You can just tab those in like so. Now you almost have pretty much the whole bottom of the truck right there. The whole bottom of the truck just lies within the leg, so that's pretty cool. Now you can straighten these pieces here. There's a tab and a slot. There's a slot in the windshield section, and there's a tab in these visor sections. So that's here. Now you can bring the gray piece in, fold that in, then open that, and then fold that in. Once you fold the head in, just kind of fold everything up. And now for the arms. The arms are kind of a mess, but we'll get through it. We can deploy the swords first. We have to, because it's a thing we have to do. And then we can shift these sections down. Now, when you want to shift these down, you need to kind of bring the swords forward, not back, because the swords will pop off. Now you can rotate this section right here, and then rotate this. Now there's a tab and a slot that will tab into the smoke filters, air filters. And now once you got that all done, you can rotate this and then rotate the sword back. There is a tab and a slot inside the arm, and bring the arms out just like so. And one side all done, pretty much the same as the other one. Oh wait, you can open this and fold in the hand like so. Bring that down. Let's open, fold the hand in like so, and then rotate. It's mostly just rotating and then tabbing together. So that's how everything works. There you go. Now you want to rotate here at the bicep, not the main arm. There's another tab. Rotate and tab like so. Now you can bring these shoulder sections in like so, and bring that in, bring this in. There you go. You're almost done. Almost there. Just chill out. Now you can kind of put these at an angle so you can bring these in like that. Once you've kind of pulled it in, you can just kind of finagle it together so you have the whole front of the truck pretty much all done. There you go. Now I can bring these out like so, and then just kind of untap that. There. Bring down and then shift in. Make sure that smokestacks are pointing up, because that will kind of cradle in like that. And then same as the other one, kind of finagle out, make sure, bring down, bring the smokestack up, and then tab in. And that's pretty much the top of the truck all done. Just kind of accordion these sections in a way that you want. Now these are 2 tabs here. They will tab into these sections. So yeah, if you don't get those tabbed in, the whole truck is just kind of gonna fail, you know? It's gonna fall apart if you don't tab those 2 sections together. And if you don't have the smoke gas canisters, or like smoke air tanks, I think, if you don't have them, you're gonna end up with a truck looking like that. Now you kind of want to rotate that and bring that in, like so. There is a slot and a tab. Just slot and tab in until you hear some sort of click in there, and you're pretty much done. Now, smoke tanks. Just make sure you have the right side. You have the big section here and the small section. Small and big. And once you tab those in, like so, I have full smoke tank like that. Pretty much all done. This is just kind of tricky because there you go. And here we have the good old truck mode with the matrix on the side, because why not? There you go. Woo! Look at that truck. And I do think that this truck is like the best representation of the Peterbilt truck that Prime has ever had. Like, next to the leader class, this guy is like second to the best, you know, with the details and everything. This guy just does everything way, way better than any Voyager Prime that I know of, you know. I mean the leader class, the Last Night Prime, or like the Voyager class, has a nice truck as well. But the Studio series, I mean, if you want just a solid transforming Prime that you know you can get, why not go for the Studio series? But I do recommend this highly, because this is like this is like the definitive, like I said, definitive version of Prime that you're ever gonna get, because this is perfect. Now, the truck details is like nice. I love how the orange fades into the red and everything just kind of goes and blends in together. Everything tabs in together. I'm sorry if this is long. I'm just really excited for the Prime, and most of the time is dedicated to the size comparisons, because it's nice to see Optimus Prime compared to the other modern Transformers figures. And as for the truck, you know, you got the trailer hitch, you got the red sections here and the blue flames. You also have the gas tanks here, which are sadly just molded in bland gray, also the back. But, you know, for what it is, it's nice. You know, you still got the silvers here and here and here. And the rims, I think the rims are still coated in nice silver. The bottom is not too bad, you know, just mostly the legs and nothing really there. There have been reports of like the smokestacks kind of bending apart because they are rubbery, which is understandable. But other than that, that's pretty much all I can say for the truck mode. It's perfect. It's the best truck you can ever have for Optimus Prime. Just kind of be wary of these sections because you might lose them, but they don't pop off. But just be wary of these because they might pop off. You know, you can just skip the transformation to see how the truck looks and see how the robot mode looks. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I am really just happy that I finally got this Prime again, because, like, you know, for a long time I've been dealing with this Prime, so it's pretty But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just skip the transformation if you got bored. You know, I'm just happy. Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Goodbye. Peace out.